Well, hello, my beautiful multi-dimensional humans. I'm RidersDX, and today we are talking about who else could be coming to Season 1 of MultiVersus. And so, Season 1 has launched as of today. As I'm recording this video, it's about like almost 10 p.m. Eastern time right now, so this video is probably going to come out like the next day. But Season 1 is officially out now. You can go ahead and like rack up points for like the new battle pass and such. It's going to be really exciting, and we also have Morty coming out next week and such. But earlier today, we also got a first look at two more characters that are going to be coming to Season 1. And so we're going to talk about these new characters and talk about what else could be coming for Season 1, because just because these two characters are reviewed doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be the only characters. And there are some hints in the data of the MultiVersus game that kind of like make us think of a certain group of characters that could be coming next, specifically 3 characters. And so let's go ahead and talk about that. First of all, the 2 characters that were reviewed today. And so Tony had tweeted out the login screen when Season 1 would go live would contain a sneak peek at 2 characters coming to Season 1 of MultiVersus. And he was completely right, because when Season 1 launched, we got to see the login screen with Black Adam and Stripe in the login screen. So that's pretty incredible. Black Adam and Stripe are really cool additions. I cannot wait to see when they come out and what their like move sets and such would be. It's gonna be really interesting to see what they're gonna bring to the table. Now, in terms of whether or not we saw these characters coming, it's kind of a more interesting story, because one of them we definitely saw coming, but the other one was a complete surprise according to leaks and such. And so Stripe was definitely a very predictable character to come next. Stripe had a bunch of files in the game already. He had a code, he had like voice lines leaked and such, and so Stripe was very much going to come to this game one way or another, because there was already so much stuff about him within the files of MultiVersus. Black Adam, on the other hand, we knew Black Adam was like gonna be coming to the game based off of like data mine leaks and such, but there was way less stuff for him in the files compared to like Stripe. And so no one was really expecting Black Adam to come for a while, despite the fact that he did have a movie coming out later this year. But it's really cool to see Black Adam in nonetheless, and that does tell me that they want to release Black Adam around like October or November, because that's when like the new Shazam movie comes out, I'm thinking. But this tells me that while the team can definitely throw some surprises at us like Black Adam, because the leaks definitely did not specify that he was going to be coming out anytime soon, Stripe, on the other hand, was very much a character everyone was expecting to come out with the season. And so the fact that Stripe is in here kind of gives some credibility to the leaks nonetheless, and really does give us like a lot to go off of. And so I really think that the team is going to be like, well, the leaks say these characters are ready because they have the most stuff ready, and so the least amount of work needs to go into making them like get into the game and such. But at the same time, we don't want the leaks to be completely accurate, and so they probably want to like throw some surprises here and there, and that's why we'll probably get a mix of like characters that we know are coming to the game based off of leaks, and also some complete surprises, because Warner Brothers is completely aware that people are data mining this game, that people are coming out of leaks like 24/7, and so I think they just kind of want to do a mix of both, because it would be a lot to ask to make them completely change their plans from whatever got leaked and such. But at the same time, throwing in some surprises here and there will keep everyone on their toes, and it just makes this much more exciting. Now, in terms of like what characters are most definitely coming next, according to this prominent MultiVersus leaker, Susie, there were a bunch of voice files that could be found in the files of MultiVersus today, and a bunch of them include characters that are not yet confirmed for the game yet. And so, judging by the added and re-added voice files, we can expect these characters in Season 1. Rick and Morty confirmed, Black Adam confirmed, Gizmo/Stripe confirmed, Beetlejuice, Wicked Witch of Oz, and Marvin the Martian. This one maybe because of re-added voice lines. And so there's 3 characters there that could potentially be coming to Season 1. And so Marvin the Martian is like the most obvious choice, because he's been predicted to come to the game for a while now. He's got all these voice lines that are found in the files and such. I was surprised that he wasn't announced today, to be honest, because he had so much in the game already. But it looks like Marvin might still be coming, because it looks like they re-added his voice lines into the game. And so he's probably going to be playing for somewhere in the future, maybe like a Halloween character. I mean, who knows at this point, but that'd be really cool to see him come eventually. As for the other 2, Beetlejuice and Wicked Witch of Oz, these are 2 characters that we had no voice lines for before, but in today's data mine leak, we got some voice lines for both of those characters. And so that's really exciting, because they're probably coming really soon. I don't know if it's going to be during this season, but it definitely looks like they have most of their stuff ready at this point, so it is kind of like safe to say that they will be coming sometime soon. So these are the 3 characters, according to leakers, that are most likely to be coming to the game next. That's really exciting. I think something that really ties all of them together is that they all could really fit into like a Halloween theme like batch of news and such, and so maybe all these characters will come out during Halloween. I mean, Wicked Witch of Oz, like that's totally a Halloween character. Beetlejuice is kind of creepy as well, so totally could be coming out during Halloween. And Marvin the Martian, I mean, he kind of fits in more with like the multi-dimensional feel that Rick and Morty have going on, and so definitely could see him coming maybe a little earlier, maybe a little bit later, but these 3 characters definitely seem like the most likely characters. Now, that doesn't mean that they're definitely going to be coming next, because as I mentioned before, the team at MultiVersus love throwing surprises at us, and that's why Black Adam was announced. It was a complete surprise. No one was expecting him to come next, so I really think we can expect anything at this point. So this is totally theorized. This has like no like legitimacy to go off on at this point. This is just kind of like what I think makes sense to me. So I have 3 more characters that could potentially get into season 1 based off of like various factors that I think are gonna matter, which they probably won't, but I mean, hey, this is fun. So definitely let me know in the comment section below what characters you think MultiVersus could surprise us with, just like they did with Black Adam, because it's clear that like they're gonna follow some of the leaks, but they're not gonna follow the leaks 100%. So they're definitely gonna try to throw some surprises at us. But because this season covers like Halloween and like Thanksgiving and such, I do think they probably would want to go for characters that kind of match up the holidays and such. This is probably my fanboy really talking at this point, but I really think Scooby-Doo could be coming during the Halloween month. I mean, Scooby-Doo, like, I know he's not the scariest character, but he's a character that's tied so much to like spookiness and like horror genre and such that I really just think Scooby-Doo needs to get in. I mean, I know that we already have like Shaggy and Velma in the game, so they might wait for a while for Scooby-Doo, but I mean, come on, it's Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo has got to get in this game. Like, I can't. So that's just me like begging the MultiVersus team to put Scooby-Doo in there. We also can't rule out Raven. I mean, her voice lines weren't re-added like Marvin's was, but Raven's voice lines are in there still, and so Raven could still be coming, and I really think Raven fits in with like the multi-dimensional feel that Rick and Morty started out with, and so, you know, she could still be a factor here. And then I also think the Joker is really likely, because we got like Gotham Knights coming out later this year, and so I don't know if the Joker's gonna have like a big role in that game or not. I know that Batman is dead in that game, so I don't know if the Joker is dead as well, but I mean, it's still a Batman property. It's still a major Batman game coming out, and so it might be cool to have like another Batman villain get into the game to really help to promote that release, because as we can see with Black Adam, Warner Brothers definitely all for like releasing characters that tie in with like other media that they're releasing, and so I think a Batman character could be very likely, because Gotham Knights is definitely ramping up to be like a big release for the Warner Brothers game studios this fall. So that's my theory. Those are 3 more characters that I think are very likely. Scooby-Doo is, to be honest, just like a really big wish on my end. But I think the other 2 characters that I mentioned are very likely. Raven with her voice files already in the game, and the Joker because, well, there's a Batman game coming out later this year. I really think it's very likely for them to want to release something to tie in with that. But let me know who you think is going to be coming next. We got 3 characters that seem very likely based off the leaks, and then 3 more characters that I think are likely based off of like surrounding events and such. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know if you're excited for any of these characters. Let me know what character you want to see most come in MultiVersus next. But just yeah, subscribe to this channel if you want to keep up to date with MultiVersus news, and also if you want to catch my live streams of me playing this game, because on my live streams I play matches with all you, and so if you want a chance to play with me, then definitely go ahead and subscribe to this channel so that you can get a notification whenever I go live. But alright y'all, thank y'all so much. This is Riders, riding out.